You have spent most of your life believing that something about you is too much, too emotional, too sensitive, too intense. You didn't come to this conclusion on your own. You were taught it, gently sometimes, harshly other times, through comments, reactions, silences, and sighs. You were told to toughen up, to stop taking things personally, to stop feeling so deeply. And slowly, without realizing it, you started apologizing for the way your nervous system works. You learned to say sorry for your tears before anyone complained. You learned to hold things in so you wouldn't be a burden. You learned to question your instincts instead of trusting them. Somewhere along the way, you started believing that your sensitivity was a flaw, something you needed to control or hide in order to survive in the world. But here is the truth that was never explained to you properly. Nothing inside you is broken. You were not built wrong. You were built differently. While most people move through life filtering out what feels unnecessary, your mind takes everything in. Sounds, emotions, small changes in tone, the atmosphere of a room, the weight behind someone's silence. Your brain doesn't skim reality, it absorbs it. You don't just notice what happens, you feel it happen. That is why the world feels louder to you. That is why certain places drain you. That is why even good days can leave you exhausted. This isn't weakness, it's capacity. You are processing more information than most people ever consciously register. Your system is running at a higher resolution. And when you process life that deeply, of course, you feel overwhelmed faster. Of course, you need more rest. Of course, you need silence to recover. A system that takes in more needs more space to reset. You also feel people more than others do, not just emotionally, but physically. When someone near you is anxious, your body tightens. When someone is sad, something inside you sinks. When someone is pretending they're fine, your nervous system still reacts. You don't choose this. It happens automatically. Your empathy runs deep, and sometimes it runs heavy. That's why you need alone time. That's why silence feels safe. That's why you can love deeply and still need distance. You are constantly regulating not just your own emotions, but the emotional energy around you. And then there's the pause, the hesitation people misunderstand, the way you think before you speak, the way you take your time making decisions. You may have been told you overthink, that you're slow, that you complicate things, but what's actually happening is depth. While others react quickly, your mind considers meaning, consequences, and long-term impact. You are not stuck. You are thorough, you are careful, you are aware. If this way of being were truly a defect, it wouldn't exist. Nature doesn't preserve useless traits. People like you have always been here. The observers, the feelers, the ones who noticed danger before it arrived, the ones who sensed shifts before they became obvious. Your sensitivity was never meant to disappear. It was meant to guide. The real problem is the environment you live in. Modern life is loud, fast, and emotionally harsh. It rewards numbness and speed. It's built for people who can tune things out easily. So of course you feel out of place. But being out of place does not mean being without value. It means the world wasn't designed with your nervous system in mind. Some people can grow anywhere. They survive chaos without changing. But you are different. You respond to your environment. In harsh conditions, you struggle more. But in safe, gentle, supportive spaces, you don't just survive, you bloom. When you feel understood, your strengths come alive. Your creativity deepens. Your insight sharpens. Your presence becomes powerful. You don't need to toughen up. You need to protect your energy. You don't need thicker skin. You need boundaries. Needing rest is not laziness. Needing silence is not weakness. Needing space is not something to apologize for. So the next time someone tells you that you are too sensitive, don't argue, don't explain. Just remember this quietly. You are not defective. You are not behind. You are experiencing life in high resolution. And in a world that has forgotten how to feel, your sensitivity is not a burden. It is intelligence. It is awareness. It is strength. You were never too much. You were simply built to see more.